How Temu can sell things so cheap. Imagine scrolling through your phone. You find a pair of wireless earbuds for $3, a smartwatch for $12, a hoodie for $9, and somehow, they're offering free shipping. At first, it feels impossible. How can a company sell products this cheaply and still make money? Surely they're losing money on every order, right? Well, sometimes they actually are. But that's all part of the plan. In just a few years, Temu has become one of the fastest-growing shopping platforms in the world. Millions of people have downloaded the app, billions of dollars have been spent, and its bright orange advertisements seem to appear almost everywhere. So what exactly is going on? How can Temu sell products for prices that seem too good to be true? And more importantly, how is this business sustainable? The answer isn't just cheap labor. It's one of the most aggressive business strategies we've seen in modern e-commerce. To understand how Temu works, we first have to understand who owns it. Temu isn't just another online shopping app. It's owned by PDD Holdings, the same company behind Pinduoduo, one of China's largest online marketplaces. Before Temu ever launched internationally, Pinduoduo had already built a massive business inside China by connecting factories directly with consumers. Instead of relying on traditional retail stores or multiple wholesalers, the company focused on removing as many middlemen as possible. That simple idea became incredibly successful. Then in 2022, Temu launched internationally. But unlike most companies expanding into a new country, Temu wasn't trying to make a profit immediately. Its goal was much bigger. It wanted market share, fast, and to do that, it was willing to spend billions of dollars. Think about Uber when it first launched, or Netflix in its early years, or even Amazon. For years, these companies accepted huge losses while focusing on one thing: growth. Temu is following a very similar playbook. The company spends enormous amounts of money attracting customers. Coupons, discounts, free shipping, referral bonuses, cash rewards, free gifts, spin-the-wheel promotions. All of these cost money. But Temu views them as customer acquisition costs. Instead of spending billions on television commercials alone, it spends money directly making products feel unbelievably cheap. The hope is simple. Once you download the app, you'll keep coming back. But cheap prices aren't the only reason Temu can offer these deals. Its supply chain is completely different from traditional retailers. Imagine buying a phone case from a local store. The manufacturer sells it to a distributor. The distributor sells it to a wholesaler. The wholesaler sells it to the retailer. The retailer finally sells it to you. Each step adds another markup. Now imagine removing most of those steps. That's closer to Temu's model. Many sellers are manufacturers themselves or work very closely with factories. Instead of products sitting in warehouses across multiple countries for months, many items are shipped directly from manufacturing hubs. Fewer middlemen often means lower costs. Another reason prices are so low is volume. Factories on Temu don't expect to sell 10 phone cases. They expect to sell hundreds of thousands. When production reaches that scale, the cost of making each individual item falls dramatically. Buying materials becomes cheaper. Factories become more efficient. Machines run continuously. Packaging costs are spread across massive production runs. Selling huge quantities allows suppliers to accept much smaller profits on each individual sale. Then, there's something many shoppers never think about: advertising. Traditional brands spend enormous amounts of money building their reputation. Luxury packaging, celebrity endorsements, retail displays, television commercials, beautiful stores. Those costs eventually get added into the price you pay. Many Temu sellers don't spend millions building a global brand. Instead, they compete almost entirely on price. That allows them to sell products much more cheaply. But here's where Temu becomes especially interesting. The app itself is designed almost like a game. Open it, and you'll immediately notice countdown timers, flash sales, limited time coupons, mystery boxes, reward wheels, referral bonuses, daily check-ins, free gifts. You'll often see messages saying, "Only 2 left, offer ends in 5 minutes, claim before it's gone." Some of these promotions are genuine. Others are marketing techniques designed to create urgency. Psychologists call this scarcity. When people believe something might disappear soon, they're much more likely to buy it immediately. Temu combines this with another powerful psychological trigger: variable rewards. It's the same principle used by casinos, social media, and video games. Sometimes you win a better coupon. Sometimes you unlock another reward. Sometimes you receive a mystery discount, because you never know exactly what comes next. People keep interacting with the app. The shopping experience itself becomes entertaining. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and you've learned something new, take 2 seconds to hit that like button and subscribe to Explained Under 10. We break down complicated topics just like this into simple, entertaining videos, and it really helps support the channel. Now here's the biggest question. If prices are so low, Who actually makes money? The answer is eventually. Temu hopes everyone does. Today, the company spends heavily to acquire customers. Some reports suggest it has spent billions of dollars on marketing and subsidies as it expanded globally. That doesn't necessarily mean every single order loses money, but overall, the strategy has emphasized rapid growth over short-term profitability. The idea is simple. If millions of people begin shopping on Temu every month, the platform becomes more valuable. More customers attract more sellers. More sellers increase competition. More competition lowers prices. Lower prices attract even more customers. Economists call this a network effect. The larger the marketplace becomes, the stronger it gets. Eventually, advertising costs become a smaller percentage of revenue. Returning customers require fewer discounts. Logistics become more efficient, and the business has a better chance of becoming consistently profitable. Of course, there are trade-offs. Shipping usually takes longer than buying from local retailers. Quality can vary significantly between sellers. Customer experiences aren't always consistent. And because the marketplace includes thousands of independent merchants, products may differ from expectations. That's why reading reviews and checking seller ratings is important before purchasing. Temu has also faced criticism in several countries over issues ranging from product quality and intellectual property concerns to questions about data privacy and regulatory compliance. Many of these issues are still being debated or investigated, and the company's practices continue to evolve as it expands into new markets. So, why are millions of people still using it? Because for many shoppers, price wins. If someone can buy 5 products on Temu for the same price as one product somewhere else, many people are willing to wait a little longer for delivery, especially for products they don't need immediately. And that's exactly what Temu is betting on. Not that every product is perfect, not that every order is flawless, but that enough people will prioritize low prices over speed and premium branding. So, can Temu keep selling products this cheaply forever? Probably not exactly as it does today. As companies mature, investors usually expect profits. Marketing subsidies often become smaller. Discounts become less generous. Competition changes. Shipping costs fluctuate. Regulations evolve. The platform itself will likely continue changing. But the bigger lesson isn't really about Temu. It's about modern business. Sometimes the fastest-growing companies don't try to make money immediately. Instead, they focus on building something much more valuable: your attention, your habit, your loyalty. Once they have millions of loyal customers, making money becomes much easier. The next time you see a pair of earbuds for $3 or a hoodie for $9, remember, you're not just looking at a cheap product. You're looking at one of the most aggressive customer acquisition strategies in modern e-commerce. Temu isn't simply trying to sell you something today. It's trying to become the place you shop tomorrow. And if it succeeds, those unbelievably low prices may have been one of the smartest investments the company ever made. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Explained Under 10.